of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll.
Alderman Rodriguez. Alderman John Francois.
Here.
Alderman Johnson.
Here.
Alderwoman Ray. Alderman Gomez.
Here.
Alderman Green.
Here.
Alderman Witt.
Here.
Alderman Massey.
Here.
President Rodriguez.
Here.
Quorum is present.
Approval of minutes.
We have January 2nd, December 9th, and December 16th.
Okay, do I have a motion?
So moved.
Alderman Massey, seconded by
Second.
Alderman Witt. Mr. Gomez and Mr. Rodriguez, you are allowed to vote on this, on our ends. So, any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Correspondence.
Nothing this evening.
For the good of the city,
No one has signed up.
remarks of the mayor. Remarks, department heads, economic development.
Wow. Thank you.
Good evening again. So we welcomed some new businesses this past month. We had about three ribbon cuttings. We had the Utopia Gaming Lounge on Dawson Avenue, Dominican Hairstylist, 10-year anniversary and ribbon cutting on East Main Street, 53 East Main Street, and NC Medical Wigs at 23 West Main Street. Welcome them to the city, downtown, and we're working on another ribbon cutting January 31st at 11 o'clock, 11 in the morning. So 8 North Street, Cafe Con Amor Ibarro. She's open now. Go check it out. But, you know, the ribbon cutting and the ceremony will be on January 31st. My department has been going through reorganizational for our agencies that we run under the department, the City of Middletown Industrial Development Agency. Tonight, the City of Middletown CDA, Community Development Agency. And then the downtown bid, we had our reorganization and annual meeting last week. Also, at the Middletown Community Campus, as you're aware, we have the BOA grant that we're working on, the Brownfield Opportunity Area Grant. And this coming Saturday from 10 a.m. to noon is another community input event. That it's going to be right on the campus at 84 Dorothea Dix. Fay Tien College is hosting us at 84 Dorothea Dix. So plan on coming, come see what the committee has done thus far. And, you know, we're looking for community input and working on towards getting this plan completed and then submitted to the state. And then hopefully we get the designation, and that's going to help us with grant funds in the future when for redevelopment efforts on the campus. And I think we're also working on all our events. Next meeting, I should have outlined a list of all the events that we are traditional events, plus some new ones for this year that we are planning for the 26th season, along with we do have concerts again at the Paramount Theater, and we're booking more for the season. And some great movies we've been getting some first run movies at the theater. So every aspect of the department has been quite active and moving forward. That's it.
Okay, any question for Maria? Thank you, Maria.
Thank you.
DPW Commissioner.
Good evening, all. We welcome the new alderman here. Looking forward to working with you, and any questions and concerns, feel free to contact us, please. Alderman Massey, the reservoirs, 74%. We still have low precipitation, and hopefully we will make up for it very soon to reach our 100% full for our reservoirs. You may recall advising you and the public about the fluoride overdose, or overfeed. The mayor doesn't want me to use overdose. The overfeed. And of fluoride into our system for 4 hours. That occurred back in November 10th, and we only found out about it in December 9th when we were doing our calculations and our numbers. And the operator, he's very responsible, but he screwed up that night, that shift, and he did not tell us about it. And because of that, we're getting a letter of violation from the Department of Health. We just got it today, and it's basically for not reporting the incident within 48 hours. Basically, that's what the citation is for, the violation. We don't take it lightly. It's a violation. We explained that to you before and to the public, and we sent some letters and not letters, communication via civic alert, and it's just it happened, and we regret that it happened. But we have now to send letter to each and every account holder within the city of Middletown, and to tell them about the letter of violation, to explain what took place, and what anybody can do, which is nothing really, because it happened and there is nothing, and the long-term effect and the impact of fluoride on your health and what it takes, after a number of years. You'll receive that letter. Please read it. If you have any concern, the number is there. You can call me or call the Department of Health. Steve Nagden, he's the chief engineer in the Orange County Department of Health. We've took several steps. We unplugged the system immediately when it happened, not immediately, the next day after it happened, after we discussed it, found out exactly what took place, interviewed people, and worked with the Department of Health. Then we unplugged it, basically took it offline, did some modifications so that minimized the potential of this overfeed to ever occur again. And so that's where we are. Everybody will receive the letter. We'll try to cover it as much as we can in all our social media, so everybody's aware of it. Everybody can read it. And any questions, call us, please. Before you, there's a council. Well, let me talk about the manganese, since we're talking about our reservoirs. We had a problem in there overnight. Our manganese jumped in the reservoir for some reason, from quadrupled, basically. We were blindsided for a few hours. When I happened to have a meeting with our chief operators, like I do every Tuesday, and they informed me of this, so we immediately took steps. We closed some reservoirs, opened some reservoirs, done some testing to determine how can we address this issue in there so we would not have any color in our system. And we did recover rather impressively, I should say. I usually don't use that word, but impressively and quickly we recovered from that problem by having options available for us. I'm sorry? Yeah, manganese basically it's a contaminant it's a mineral that happens in the water, whether it is groundwater or whether it is surface water, like in reservoirs. And manganese, basically, it's an important substance for us at low dosage. And if it exceeds certain level, it will become a nuisance in there in terms of color of the water, in terms of the staining of the laundry, and all that. That's a manganese. And it's very tough material to remove without specialty equipment. We don't have that often in here, but it does happen. It happens in 2016, it happens in 2000, and before me, it used to be a regular occurrence, unfortunately, dirty water in the city. It doesn't happen anymore because we're very proactive, we're monitoring, and we're keeping an eye on it. Make a long story short, at very high dosage, it could have some very adverse impact, but we never received any contaminant level. The contaminant level per EPA, the maximum contaminant level, 0.05 milligrams per liter. When it starts causing some discoloration and become nuisance in the system, it's at 0.03 milligrams per liter. So we never got into any violation with the work. That's why we issued civic alert to our customers, saying that there is no harm in the water. It's just the discoloration that could be happening, because we never exceeded any maximum contaminant level or any violation or any issues. And we recovered immediately by having different reservoirs and different dosage of chemicals and so on and so forth. So that's the manganese at very high dosage. Very high, I don't even know what the high dosage, extremely high dosage, it could have some impact on the nervous system and all that stuff. But at our dosage, what we're talking about, it's something that we drink every day. You drink it in your wells, most likely you have it. You drink it in the surface water, we always have it at very low dosage, 0.009, 0.008, 0.007 milligram per liter or part per million. So that's where we are. So just to make it simple, say 0.01 versus 0.05. So we never got anywhere close to violation or any issue or concern of violating the New York State or EPA national water standards. And we got over it and we went around, we flushed some localized area where you have dead ends, meaning that the water is sitting there for an extended period of time. When manganese sits in the distribution system, it does oxidize in there, and that's when you start seeing it when it reacts with chlorine after a long time, and that's why you see that the dead ends. We flushed it out, and I don't think anybody, we got only 5 complaints about yellow water, not even dark, typical water for the manganese. One of them was the council president's house, of course, and then there's 3 or 4 other residents in there that they complained. We followed through. We took samples in there. We kept monitoring it. Within a day or 2, the color dissipated. I think the mayor may have had one too. The mayor had one for one night only, and it's gone. The council president, it stays there for a couple of days.
Several nights.
Yeah, we have to favor the mayor. Got to take care of the mayor.
Right next to the water treatment plant. So I
Yes,
got
you're the first customer.
fluoride,
You're
I
one
got
of the first
manganese.
customers.
What else do you want to put in the water?
You're the first customer for us. I get the alarm from you, and then I know what's
And
going
then
to
I get
happen
the water
down
bill.
line. You're the first one who calls, and everybody else is down the line. So you're the early alert system for us. Thank you very much for your services. The parking, before you tonight, there is a council resolution approving grant to supplement the money, the large amount of money for the traffic operations. It's an amount of $714,000. Basically, it's a council resolution, and they're authorizing the mayor to sign the acceptance of the grant, and paying 100% of it upfront, and then asking for reimbursement. So out of this 714 or 16, I'm sorry, I'm vague about the number. Yeah, it's tonight. Yeah, it's there. Yeah. So it's 714,000. Usually 80% comes federal funding, like the rest of our project, the $25 million that we spend on the traffic operation, and 20% will have to be local match, meaning 5% will come from the city, 15% will come from the state, if the state has available money through the Marchicelli Fund. That's what they call it. So that's the name of the fund. So we're lucky that the state was able to pay the 15% share of the grant, so we were only responsible for only 5% of this expenditure for the $25 million that we got from them. Hopefully this one, the $714,000, will also qualify for, it does qualify, not hopefully, it does qualify, but the state pays it when they have the fund. And we believe that they have the fund. And after this one, we have another $400,000 grant that is coming as well for this specific project, to make sure that we utilize our software to the utmost efficiency in there. We can start timing our traffic loops in there, so that we will minimize any traffic jams and greenhouse effect and people queuing at the traffic light because one just turned green while the other, while you go the green, and the other one, once you get to it, it will turn red. So all these will be synchronized. We're going to have 5 different loops throughout the city of Middletown. So that will be work in progress for the next 4 or 5 years. And that's an additional $400,000 that we are seeking from the state, and hopefully it will get approved. Parking garage. The construction is going on. I know it's 5 degrees outside, but we have something called concrete weather conditions in there, which means we're gonna be using some heating blankets, hot air in there, blown under the blankets, so that the work will continue. And the contractor is doing this work so that the project keeps going. There is an additional cost involved in it, which is absorbed within the project. And so that's where we are. If you drive by South and Washington, you can see lots of work being done. This is the foundation for the garage being done. And with that, I will conclude my comments for now. If you have any questions.
Jacob, just a quick question. ETA on a new courthouse?
Within a couple of months now. We have some, within a couple of months. It was supposed to be done.
Spring, summer?
No, the spring.
Spring?
Yeah, they're putting the flooring today. So it's really wrapping up. And then after that, they have to buy the furniture. You remember the issue we had with them. We finally, the mayor approved to go along with them, not to go along because they showed that legally we have to go along with them and pay for purchasing the furniture for the court for $250,000. And that's the money we have to, and I agree 100% with that
Okay.
recommendation because we don't have a choice. That's their attorneys. They wrote
And
the
then
letter.
the start of the O&W construction?
The start of after we had a construction meeting already and with the contractors and the consultants, and we're waiting for their timeline, to be honest with you, but they're all here, they're all anxious to get going, so they want to get going. The contractors, I will update you next meeting. I don't have the answer. Maybe, but
No, I don't see anybody. I go by there all the
yeah,
time.
I don't
There's
have the
nobody
answer
there.
for that. I'll address that next
The
meeting.
parking garage, you said they're working on it, but do you know like when it will be completed by?
Right now, it's end of May.
End of May?
End of May, that's the target completion date, yes.
And sidewalks, we have a lot of snow, and there's a lot of properties that are not shoveling their sidewalks.
Yep.
And I think we need to, I know it happens on the weekends, and then Martin Luther King was a holiday, and today's Tuesday, but there's kids going to school, and they're walking on the street. And another thing is the sidewalks. So my sidewalks are now very wide, and I see people doing one shovel path.
Yes.
Is that legal? Is that what we're allowed to do?
No, we're sending it in the new letter. Thank you for bringing all this up. Very important. Again, the council president said, we urge the public to go out and shovel. We don't have enough crews in Middletown to go shovel every sidewalk. So we urge your cooperation in there. Some people that are repeat offenders, we will take, unfortunately, we don't have a choice but to take you to court because we don't have the manpower to go do every sidewalk that we have. Our guys worked over 24 hours straight, storm after storm after storm, and then come in early and all that stuff. And by the time they go home, we're finished, we're beat, we can't come in and start shoveling your sidewalk. So there's going to be the cost of shoveling your sidewalk, and the repeat offenders, we will take you to court, unfortunately, because we need everybody's cooperation. We don't have a choice, because like the council president said, is you put people's life in danger by jumping in the cold, by not being able to walk on a sidewalk. You have to jump in the street. Now, how wide the sidewalk is going to be? It's 4 foot.
Okay, yeah.
4 foot by ADA. It's not a shovel width.
You
It's
could
4
go
foot.
up and down Highland, you could go to East Main, West
Yep.
Main, Monhegan, they're
Yep.
doing one shovel.
Yeah.
So we need to address that, because that
Yes,
stroller
it's
is
gonna
not
be
gonna
in the
fit.
letter.
A wheelchair is not gonna fit.
Exactly.
Nothing's gonna fit.
It's 100% agreed.
And-
It's being incorporated in our letter that goes out to the people for violation.
City-owned properties, who's in charge of
We
doing
are.
this? Because like the factory on Academy Avenue has not been shoveled ever.
Factory?
Snowing. The little factory on Academy Avenue, right around the corner from my shop. Classic case.
Oh, that's, okay. No, I appreciate you telling me. That's what I need to know. We'll send our people. We have the lot crew, and now we spend the street department and the Parks and Recs today, the Parks Department, they spend their time just hauling out snow. So that will make our sidewalks, safer, our streets safer, more people, more places for people to park and all that stuff. So that's what we were doing. Still, we utilize our water department, left over from the street department, and the lot crew, which is 1 or 2 guys. I think we have 2 guys now, part-timers. They do shovel our sidewalks. After they're done, they shovel the violators.
All right.
And that's where we are.
Alderman Gomez?
Thank you, Mr. President. I just want to follow up on your report on on the state of our water, and I like the word you use, proactive. And the reason I'm saying this, people go on social media and start making comments, making judgments that are incorrect. Now, I had a chance, and I thank you, to be able to see the water treatment plant. And I think it's important to know that our water is treated repeatedly treated and tested before it goes into our faucets, before it goes into our homes, houses, apartments. And I think you hit it on the dot when you said proactive.
Yep.
Because your department is proactive, these situations that with the fluoride and the
Manganese, yes, sir.
manganese
Manganese,
were
yeah.
identified. But I think overall, I think the message to the public is that our water is safe and sound to drink, bathe, and enjoy.
Absolutely. It's one of the best in the state, too, to be honest with you.
Anyone else? Thank you, Jacob.
Yep.
All right, Treasurer?
Hi, everyone. Good evening again. I really don't have much this evening. I just have a minor ask. This afternoon, I sent out a memo just advising taxpayers that the penny is now becoming obsolete, and it's happening a lot quicker than I thought. The finance department, we do have a shortage. We only had 52 cents in pennies. So at this point, we're asking taxpayers if they can just be a little bit more considerate and cooperate and make payments to the exact penny if they can. Obviously, we are required by New York State law to make, to give exact change. So until the state comes up with a regulation, for now, we're sort of in a pickle. Okay. That's all I have for this evening.
All right, any questions? Appreciate it, thank you.
Thank you.
Senior Director?
Good evening. I just wanted to say that the senior center has been booming, even with the cold and all the snow days. We've already added 40 new members, so that's great because our membership is all over Orange County. We have a huge list of trips going on for this year. It's going to be uploaded to the city website, but for right now, they could click on the newsletter link that's on the website, and you should be able to see our monthly newsletter that we put out every month. And you could also subscribe to that newsletter for free, so you can get it automatically. Also, beginning this year, we started out with a new class, Mindful Meditation. It's doing great. A lot of people love it. And then we're going to continue with 2 more classes in February, Zumba and Pet Therapy. And also, we're going to be having our Black History Celebration. This is our 3rd one, February 21st. We're going to hold it on a Saturday this time so more people can join us, like we did for the Hispanic Heritage. They have a big list of vendors and performances and food prepared for that day. So I look forward to having many of you join us that day. It's going to be from 11 to 3 on Saturday the 21st. And that's all I have for tonight.
Any questions for the Senior Director? Thank you. All right, City Clerk.
Nothing this evening.
Any questions for the City Clerk? All right. No public hearings, no petitions. Remark of Alderman. Alderman Rodriguez.
Nothing tonight.
Alderman John Francois.
Yes, good evening. Beside our sidewalk, I think our guys did a wonderful job with the last snowstorm we have, keeping our street clean and safe for the public. Thank you for wonderful works that these guys are doing, so the hard work doesn't go in deaf ears. Thank you so much.
Alderman Johnson.
Nothing this evening.
Alderman Gomez.
I just want to thank President Rodriguez for the committee assignments. I look forward to serving our community and them. I mean, here's where our democracy begins, here at the local level, and where great things happen. Thank you.
Alderman Green.
Thank you. Real quick, I picked my son up from school today, and I said, "How was your day?" And he said, "It was good, but kind of sad." And I said, "What was sad about it?" He's like, "Well, we learned about Dr. King today." And I said, yeah, I know about the, whole story. And he said, "Yeah, and, the fight's not over." And I said, you know what, buddy, you're right. But it doesn't always mean it's a fist fight. It's we're always fighting for equality. He said, why can't the world just get along? He said, why can't we all just be friends, and why can't we all fight for fairness for everyone? So I just want everyone to take that into the world with them, and maybe we'll send it to Washington in a little letter. He said a sign, but I promised him I'd say tonight that we should all just work together and work towards world fairness. So thank you.
Alderman Witt.
Thank you very much. I just have one thing I'd like to share information about the Middletown Little League Spring registration. They had a 2-hour block scheduled for Saturday, and the weather hit hard right at that time. So there are 2 more dates listed here, January 23rd from 6 to 8 p.m., and then February 8th from 11 to 1. They're at Watts Park, and you need to have a birth certificate and 3 proofs of residency. So they have a website for more information, middletownnyll.org, and they're on Facebook and social media. So that's what it looks like, and there's lots of information on it. Thank you very much.
Alderman Massey.
First, I'd like to wish a Happy New Year to everyone, and I'd like to welcome our new alderman, Alderman Rodriguez with a Z, and Alderman Gomez. And I guess if I was going to give out any advice whatsoever, it would be that if you look around the room, most of the people on this council have been here 10, 12, up to 22, 23 years. I think if you sit back and see what's going on, and that will give you an idea of how to move in the future. But welcome, and good luck to you and to your constituents. Thank you.
New business.
Good evening. We have a resolution sponsored by Alderman Rodriguez with a Z, reappointing Alderman Paul Johnson to the City of Middletown Local Development Corporation.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman Rodriguez with a Z. Do I have a second?
Second.
Alderman Massey. Any discussion? Roll.
Rodriguez.
Aye.
Jean-Francois.
Aye.
Johnson.
Abstain.
Dr. Johnson abstains. Alderman Gomez.
Aye.
Alderman Green.
Aye.
Witt.
Aye.
Massey.
Aye.
President Rodriguez.
Aye.
Carries. Resolution sponsored by Alderman Massey authorizing a proposal from RBT CPA LLP for auditing services for fiscal year 2025.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman Massey, seconded by Alderman Green. Any discussion? Roll.
Rodriguez.
Aye.
Jean-Francois.
Aye.
Johnson.
Aye.
Gomez.
Aye.
Green.
Aye.
Witt.
Aye.
Massey.
Aye.
President Rodriguez.
Aye.
Carries. Resolution sponsored by Alderman Witt authorizing an agreement with the Orange County for compensating use sharing of tax.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman Witt, seconded by Alderman Massey. Any discussion? Roll.
Rodriguez.
Aye.
Jean-Francois.
Aye.
Johnson.
Aye.
Gomez.
Aye.
Green.
Aye.
Witt.
Aye.
Massey.
Aye.
President Rodriguez.
Aye.
Carries. Resolution sponsored by Alderman Green authorizing an agreement with the Tri-State Geese Police Patrol for 2026.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman Green, seconded by Alderman Massey. Any discussion? Roll.
Rodriguez.
Aye.
Jean-Francois.
Aye.
Johnson.
Aye.
Gomez.
Aye.
Green.
Aye.
Witt.
Aye.
Massey.
Aye.
President Rodriguez.
Aye.
Carries. Resolution sponsored by Alderman Gomez authorizing an updated agreement with Civic Plus for recreation management software with a 5-year locked-in pricing.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman Gomez, seconded by Alderman Witt. Any discussion? Roll.
Rodriguez.
Aye.
Jean-Francois.
Aye.
Johnson.
Aye.
Gomez.
Aye.
Green.
Aye.
Witt.
Aye.
Massey.
Aye.
President Rodriguez.
Aye.
Carries. Resolution sponsored by Alderman Johnson authorizing a $14,875 budget transfer within the 2025 fire budget to cover the cost of a new vehicle for the fire chief.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman Johnson, seconded by Alderman Jean-Francois. Any discussion? Roll.
Rodriguez.
Aye.
Jean-Francois.
Aye.
Johnson.
Aye.
Gomez.
Aye.
Green.
Aye.
Witt.
Aye.
Massey.
Aye.
President Rodriguez.
Aye.
Carries. Resolution sponsored by Alderman Jean-Francois authorizing a first instance funding for the Middletown Traffic Operations Stage 1 Transportation Project.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman Jean-Francois, seconded by Alderman Witt. Any discussion? Roll.
Rodriguez.
Aye.
Jean-Francois.
Aye.
Johnson.
Aye.
Gomez.
Aye.
Green.
Aye.
Witt.
Aye.
Massey.
Aye.
President Rodriguez.
Aye.
Carries. Resolution sponsored by Alderman Rodriguez with a Z, authorizing an agreement with Pepsi-Cola of the Hudson Valley.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman Rodriguez, second by Alderman John Francois. Any discussion? Roll.
Rodriguez.
Aye.
John Francois.
Aye.
Johnson.
Aye.
Gomez.
Aye.
Green.
Aye.
Witt.
Aye.
Massey.
Aye.
President Rodriguez.
Aye.
Carries.
You can say A-Rod, too.
A-Rod,
A-Rod.
is that official?
Take it.
I'll make a motion.
We'll do it. Resolution sponsored by Alderman Massey, authorizing an agreement with the Humane Society of Port Jervis and Deer Park.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman Massey, seconded by Alderman Witt. Any discussion? Roll.
Rodriguez.
Aye.
Jean Francois.
Aye.
Johnson.
Aye.
Gomez.
Aye.
Green.
Aye.
Witt.
Aye.
Massey.
Aye.
President Rodriguez.
Aye.
Carries. That's it for new business.
Okay, audit.
Mr. President, I move the accounts be audited, claims be adjusted, and the city treasurer be authorized to issue warrants for their payment.
Resolution sponsored by Alderman Massey, seconded by Alderman Johnson. All in favor?
Aye.
Even better, right?
Thank you.
Move for adjournment?
So moved.
So moved. Nice.